Hello, trading is closed on the 13th of August, 2024. As always, we'll begin with our disclaimer, go over our calls, and make some predictions. It's my trading plan for Wednesday, which is August 14th, 2024. Please remember, my calls can be completely wrong. Any trade you make should be made at your own risk. Also, I've had no or very little time to analyze things today, and most likely will not be risking any of my own money until the middle of next week, at which point I plan to be back on my usual schedule. Look for the pattern today with the early low, which is this. Tomorrow should have the early high. We said yesterday's action was weak, but the market is usually strong, and either we gap and promptly overtake this high, or we should see lower prices. Well, we did what we had to do. We gapped and overtook the high. This is just what we said. Apparently there was an economic report which came out before the open. Was the cause of this. Another economic report comes out before tomorrow's open. And as always, I don't like to make firm predictions when these reports come out, because I don't like to predict what happens with reports. MEJT during the day said this blip up wouldn't stick, it was false, said this drop wouldn't stick, it was false, and that's played out. Well, last Monday overnight, Sunday and Monday, we were collapsing way down here. We've had a huge rally since then. At this time, we had broken through Tom DeMark's support. This is the TDST line. Here's one bar under the line, one bar completely under that line. That's a break of support. That line is now resistance, and that's the 54.58.43. Let's remember 54.58 plus as a resistance area. Here's where we are in the wave count. We're forming wave B. Let's take a look at that. We had an ABC down. That would be A of some kind. And then we have to have an ABC up. Now my original intention way back here was we retrace to a 61.8% level. Well, that's 54.59.41. That's within one handle of the 54.58.43 price we mentioned on the last chart. And what's interesting is if this is wave A and that's wave B, and wave C would be twice wave A right at that number. So if we do continue the rally and we hit the 54.58 plus 54.59 plus point, there's not only resistance there, but there's balance of the waves there as well. Now it doesn't mean we have to go there, and it doesn't mean we have to stop there, but it does mean if the rally continues, and if we hit this point, 54.58/59, it's encountering resistance and is a good price to see if a reversal occurs, because I think at some point lower prices are going to have to print. So Wednesday's pattern has the early high. Typically it's a rally day. High in the final hour. If it's a weekday, we should see more weakness. A major economic report comes out before the open tomorrow. I can't predict the response to such reports with a sufficient degree of accuracy. And if the rally continues its resistance in the cash area 54.58, 54.59, now today's low a day was in the first 5 minutes and high in the last. That's a bullish pattern, so I think it's very likely this rally continues and could very well hit that resistance area. But of course, with this report coming out before the open, I can't be certain of that. But if the rally continues, which I think is the most likely thing, that's a price at which a reversal would be very plausible. So it's the pattern with the early high, and that's today's call.